Suzanne Evans, do you agree with Alex Dean? Should it be Kemi Badenoch? Because right now, not one MP has come out to support her.
If I personally could be the kingmaker, I'd say Kemi Badenoch, absolutely. But what would be the point? Kemi Badenoch will be crucified in the same way that Liz Truss would have been as well. She is seen to be on the right of the party. She's seen to be anti-mass immigration. She's seen to be anti-woke. These were things that Liz Truss stood for. And she's been absolutely ripped apart by it, by the media, by the Liberal Party wing of her own party, by the markets. I'm afraid I don't think Kemi Badenoch would fare any better. I think really and truthfully, the only person that it could be is Boris. And every Conservative member I've spoken to today is saying, bring back Boris. Now, personally, I think Boris is the person that got us into this mess. He was the one that took that very hard line on lockdown, determined to shut down the country, quantitative easing, furlough payments, etc., that have led to the rampant inflation that we've seen. Of course, the big $64 million question is, does Boris Johnson want the job? Until we know whether he's actually going to put his name on the ballot paper or not, it's all a little bit of a bit of a pie in the sky exercise. Nobody really knows.
Kathy Gyngell, look, I think it's got to be Boris, but actually, if he doesn't put himself in the race, I'd love to see the right unite around Suella Braverman, who I think in her very short stint as Home Secretary showed that she does actually have the balls to take on the blob and make the tough decisions. Do you agree?
Well, of course, Suella Braverman is the only one of this group of four who has any principle, moral courage, or even any place on a moral compass at all. It will be the most cynical of jokes, and it will be the ultimate self-stabbing act of the Conservative Party if they cynically put back in the Prime Minister, who first of all got us into this mess with Rishi Sunak, created the $500 billion lockdown debt that was left for Liz Truss to think, Christ, what am I going to do about that? It's just not feasible. This is a revengeous tragedy that's going on. The Conservative Party is sort of morally void now. Suella Braverman, it will be a poison chalice. Nobody will vote for her anyway. My advice to Suella Braverman and all the decent people in the Conservative Party is resign the whip now. This party is a shameful disgrace. It's completely separate from the country, from the grassroots. I think you tweeted about that yourself yesterday very succinctly. It's showing contempt for what the grassroots wants. Boris is a proven liar. Rishi Sunak didn't have the moral courage to defy lockdown when he knew it was wrong. Who are these people? Penny Mordaunt's economical with the truth. I mean, who would want to be associated with any of them? Leave the party or resign the whip, stand as independents and give the country a chance to vote for people who actually might stand for you, not for their own entitled globalist technocratic interests.
Well, look, I do agree with you, Kathy, that there does need to be some type of fundamental shake-up in our political system, absolutely, because it's democracy itself that seems that threat at the moment.